Good evening. Today is January 6th, 2020. And this week we are focusing on the idea of connection. So I saw this Malcolm X quote, and it's not the first time I've seen it, but I hadn't seen it in some time, and it really speaks to me. He said that when I is replaced with we, even illness becomes wellness. It's so counterintuitive to the way that our society is organized to seek connection, yet we're hardwired for connection. And that's quite the paradox, if you will. So we spend 90% of our time inside. We have more screen time than we've ever had in our life, less interpersonal relationship time, like physical time together, than we have in ever before. And yet at all times we are actively seeking connection or disconnection. So it's counterintuitive, right? That sense of community to the way that our world is organized, which makes it complex. However, it also means there's opportunity. And so we can heal that, right? Like we can actively choose to handle ourselves in a different way. We can choose to free, to unblock, to restore, to get out of our own way by remembering that at all times we are worthy of connection. So here's an example that has to do with weight, which has been a huge battle for me and a challenge virtually my entire life. So if you've ever been in the situation where you're in your closet and nothing fits and you feel awful about your body and you finally find something that will work in terms of what to wear for the day, there's a process that occurs when your body isn't where you would like it to be, where you spend a lot of time covering things up, seeing how things lay, and trying to minimize what your body really looks like. That mere act is an act of disconnection. Because in order to survive the day, if you're dealing with that feeling, you have to disconnect from your back fat. You have to disconnect from your belly. You have to disconnect from the way that clothes look on your physical body, just to walk out the door. And when you do that, you're disconnecting from being in the present moment. And that has a huge impact on your day, right? We've all been there. I don't care if you weigh 110 pounds or if you weigh 400 pounds. We've all disconnected from our body. And that feeling makes it impossible to be in the moment. And when we're not in the moment, when we're not in our body, our physical body in the moment, where we're just going on autopilot, we are not actively creating connection. We are actively creating disconnection. And there is no we. But the thing is that there's always a we. We just have to access it, right? So in our week, I'd like us to try and use a spoken mantra, right? And it's pretty simple. I choose connection to myself and others. I am worthy of connection. Say that to yourself. Sit up nice and tall, right? In your hands, find what we call Bhu Mudra. So you take your peace fingers and then you set them upside down and connect them to the ground or to the table, wherever you're at, drawing that earth energy up, grounding the body. And we say to ourselves, I choose connection to myself and others. I am worthy of connection. I choose connection to myself and others. I am worthy of connection. Take a big deep breath in. Exhale all the air out. Good. Hands come into that third eye center. I choose connection to myself and to others. I am worthy of connection. Namaste.